Hi, we're here at Telecast Digital Content Forum, the second edition here at the BFI. My name is Andy Fry, and I'm very pleased to be here with Thom Gulseven, who is part of Watch Studios. Tom, tell us about Watch Studios.
It's really nice to hear someone say it out loud like that, because we're very, very new. We're a couple of months old. We are a digital production, we call ourselves a digital broadcast production company. We sort of set up to kind of fill that gap between TV quality and TV formatting and digital distributions.
Because that kind of feeds into your background, doesn't it? Because you were at Channel 4 originally, and then you've been working at Lad Bible, so you kind of have a knowledge across both sides.
Exactly that, yeah. So both Ben, my co-founder, Ben Powell-Jones, and myself both had a career in TV broadcast. I was very much in the digital side of TV anyway at Channel 4, spent like the chunk of my career at Channel 4 doing that. Ben at Endemol doing a bit as a format exec, and then both joined Lad Bible around the same time, Ben a little bit before me. So we joined Lad Bible to really bring that knowledge of kind of formatting and rigor and TV production to a company that had that scale and that kind of digital distribution knowledge. So we've been working since then, since we left Lad Bible, to kind of bring that together in a real kind of, I suppose, concise way in a company that can do both.
Cool. So we've talked about formatting before. Tell me about the significance of formatting to the digital first community. Why is it an important word for them?
I mean, it means so many different things to different people. For us, like, one of our rules in development is consistency, right? There's a real power in consistency in digital content, not just for the audiences. If you think about all the things you love watching on digital platforms, you know you're signing up to or subscribing to or following an account because you get the same level of consistency or quality or idea every time you see them in your feed, or you go onto their page, or they're served to you, right? So consistency is really important to us. Having a really strong format that you can do 1,000 times is one of those kind of ways of mainlining consistency into our output. And also there's the slightly more sinister reason that the algorithms like consistency, right? And the algorithms like knowing they're promoting the right things to the right people. So having formats you know you can do lots and lots of times helps very much, I think, from kind of audience perspective, but also from a algorithm and platform perspective.
So you're going to be moderating a panel this afternoon. Yeah. Set it up for us. What do you think the debate is going to be about?
We've got a really interesting and clever bunch of people on stage talking about their perspectives on originality in digital content. So that I feel like there's been this ongoing debate. Digital content, digital broadcast ranges from everything from like licensed clips and clips of TV shows or licensed UGC all the way through the spectrum to things that didn't exist before you turned a camera on, or wholly original. And there's been an ongoing debate, I feel, about the validity of both of those ends of those spectrum, and where you sort of land in the middle, both commercially, where's the kind of commercial model in making stuff that wholly original, that is emerging or not quite emerged in the digital space, versus the creativity or the lack of creativity if you're just putting clips out. So I'm really keen today to find out where people land on that spectrum, what people are doing in exciting ways to make both work, what are the new advances in what creators are doing with other people's IP, how all those things coming together. I mean, I hope, though it's not on my list of questions, but if anyone wants to ask about AI, that's quite an interesting thing to get into in the originality conversation as well.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring up AI. I mean, are you finding in the early days of your company that AI has any significance to you yet?
We're testing it more on a kind of production level and service level. So what kind of edit plugins are there? What kind of project management tools can we be using? The guys at the Connected Set, Jason Mitchell and those guys, they're doing some fantastic work around helping to share the production community, share those tools with the production community, which has been great. Like, those guys are really sort of, holding the torch for what we should be doing in production with AI.
This year has been a big year in terms of talking about monetization. So we've had YouTube Shorts talking about it, TikTok talking about it this morning. Yeah. Do you think monetization is a real thing now? Are we seeing some real momentum in that area?
Absolutely. I mean, the thing from my perspective is it's not a new thing to say, but the diversity of revenue streams that are available to you if you're a digital producer is just incredible. So hearing about new people flicking the switch on and off, or the betas coming down the line and how those trials are working, to me doesn't mean that you sort of say, oh, TikTok are doing this now, so we're going to pivot all our efforts over there. It just means another place that we can be thinking about for development, and another place that will hopefully pay back in the long run.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Tom. I hope you have a great session, and hopefully I'm sure we'll see you again next year.
Thanks very much. Congratulations, Justin. Good event.
Cheers, mate.